text him.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
What's up, man? It's Frazier. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Georgia going up tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw it, Stockton. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe. But this is what
makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Bell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This is 26,
really
bro.
Nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot.
Man.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down.
This came out today. He got that...
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to throw his quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton.
Good defense. Shit.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
How's it looking?
Georgia comes
it's definitely
to the
slower,
line.
bro. It's definitely slower.
On 4th down, looking for the completion.
Huh.
Holds it in the 1st down and more. And they reacted well.
It's better, though. It's not slow in the bad.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes a connection.
Still feel like
stopped and forced out of bounds at
you
the
can still
21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short.
Nobody open.
Now adjusting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in.
Says even wait till Thursday.
Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Dogs runs back up in the shadow of their
This is like my 3rd game I done played. I played like a rush game earlier. Man, this motherfucker used up a whole 1st quarter, bro.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
I say, he better not get that
shit. Every inch, but he still needs a few
bro.
more.
We need
He
to
stopped
stop.
short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice.
Is he
We'll
chewing
take a quick
clock?
break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
I think he's chewing clock. Shit.
Head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal.
Fuck y'all doing?
29 Philly. Rita.
I'm trying to power it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over.
What you mean,
on
what's up
downs.
with Pittsburgh? What you mean, bro?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Looking for a crease, it's Moss. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. It's caught downfield. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The give to the back.
Bro, like, what the?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Moss.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half.
Oh, my, what? And the completion just missed it. And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end.
They playing me, dog.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
I need something.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10.
Oh, my God.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting
Oh,
they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Right
Come on, man,
down
that's
the middle.
me.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from
I'm about to make it this time.
I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Make it this time,
and he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Dave. I'm about to shoot the clock.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Moss. That'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Stockton.
Ah, fuck.
The short hands, it's Thomas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle before.
And they gave it to him.
And the Bulldogs get the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this.
All out of space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown Bulldogs! And with that, they jump on top here in the second half. Running up to add another. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Come on, I'm about to say, what?
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They're setting up the screen. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
What's your favorite play, Reese? The him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled
trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. That's the way...
That was bad. Dude was playing cheap, though. He chewing the clock the whole first half. Everybody want to play with Tier 1 too. Sit with the Aggies. Damn, the game just crashed on me, bro. That's not a good look.
It's in the game.
Frank Valentino says hopefully the high school part good on RTG.
I don't really play RCG. All I play is rank, bro. That's all I play.
Frank Valentino says mainly RTG for me.
Rose of Glory. I rather play Rose of Glory.
Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The give out of the gun. Fighting off the defender. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. To the air, it's Aguilar.
What the fuck?
Finds his big tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
I would love to
to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He breaks the tackle. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and...
Touchdown, Tennessee! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This crowd, sweating the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Looking for space, it's Singleton. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. There he goes. Turning it on. At the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And listen, Reese, we know the defensive ends are the most important players on the field, but especially when they run outside, especially when you run a toss like this, you got to set that edge, keep that
They move so weird. Like, that was weird as hell.
A great catch and run for 6.
What's up, Shy? Yeah, this
Quick
26,
strike
bro.
touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Release to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
In the red area, it's Singleton. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. They love to to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals.
I don't think
That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
I don't think dude that skilled for real, bro.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own. On the return.
Read that
the
clean.
kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the big fellow runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback.
The graphics on college
throws it up high,
killing
lets him catch the
Matt
football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get
from
hit.
the
I think he should
same
have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Formation.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Picking from the same formation.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air.
Oh, man. Damn. I was stuck over there.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Damn. They will not let me tackle this dude.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just dribbled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton.
Ooh.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Thomas. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick completion on the out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs.
Makes a catch at the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just
What's
how
up, Corbin?
explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one match...
Corbin Stewick says, have you played MX versus ATV Legends?
No, I haven't played that, bro. I haven't played that. I gotta find me here at 2. Fuck it, let's go 3. I need to find a team to play with. Playbook that I like.
Corbin Stewick says, do Texas Longhorns?
Moke, what's up, man? Texas? I just played with Texas. Yeah, I already played with Texas. With Manny, I already played with them. I'm trying to find me like, I don't like playing with like tier 1 teams. I like to try like these, find a team down here, like a sleeper, bro. About to find me a cold running back.
Corbin Stewick says LSU.
That's they tier 1, bro. I'm trying to find me like a low-key team. Nah, you ain't miss none. You ain't miss anything yesterday, bro. I was chilling out, bro, yesterday. You ain't miss anything. If ever you looking for my streams always post, bro. So you can always see on my profile if you ever miss one, bro. Best running back is Jeremiah. Notre Dame won, ain't they? They is one. Fuck it. I might as well. I'm gonna play with Notre Dame.
Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana. Beneath
I just pulled Notre Dame. I just picked Notre Dame.
As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started.
Damn, I ain't. Oh, shit, that's.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back.
Oh, come on. I didn't even know what he was
Trying
doing.
to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella.
What? Come
And he
on,
might be
bro.
known for run fits,
It
but
ain't
that
no
was a
way.
short
I doubt
and
it.
heavy tackle on the
going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to pass, it's Simpson.
Come on, y'all.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him.
It's a running room.
He should have fumbled
and
out
his
that.
molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll run the option.
Come on.
Down the pitch. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for
touchdown time. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready.
All right, let's see what Jeremiah look like.
One final play before the end of the quarter.
Man, my brother,
Gonna run it.
fuck, I should just kept going outside.
And here's the tackle at the line
He
of
flaked
scrimmage,
on
and
me.
that'll send us to the second quarter.
I didn't even go, man. I was just chilling with family yesterday, bro. I ain't do too much. I appreciate you asking, man. How was your day, bro?
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At the 35, he's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
On the move, he fires.
Bro.
Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
excitement. If they can find these down the field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really
Get in there. I gotta play better defense.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
They're set to kick it
Yeah, I probably won't be on here that long, man. I just wanted to see how I was feeling, see if it feels any different.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
He
was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage.
What's up, Wes?
Chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Simpson.
Wes says what's good with you, bro.
On the quick out.
Playing this new college, bro.
Down and mark it at the 47.
And I think this
hey, Smoke, I appreciate that, man. That's love.
He's a guy
I appreciate
that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his
Wes says I see you out here.
Trying, bro. I'm trying to get a feel for it.
Put the heat on.
The dudes
the
and the
offense
don'ts.
just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wes says gaming been so stale lately.
What you mean by that?
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass break up, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down.
Wes says I don't know, just nothing has been addicting to me lately.
That's because you play, you bounce around so much shit, bro.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh my God! I thought everybody. I should have just stayed with him. Like, what is going on? I should have just stayed with him.
Wes says I can't help it, lol. I need to just stick one at a time, further.
Yeah, man. That's what you're going to have to do. He wide the fuck open. Oh, that was stupid.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man.
What's up, Maddie?
You want to take the lead. You want to get
Wes
that
says
momentum
time
on
be
your
lead.
side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead.
WESD says limited.
Yeah,
And the
I feel
extra
it.
point is true, and they're on top by 7.
But
So an 82
Wes says so I tried to hit everything.
And they covered the
shit about to start
final
picking
29
up, though.
yards for that touchdown pass.
Did you ever finish Indiana Jones?
Score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
I should have had that, bro.
And he'll just take it
Now
in.
we gotta
This
score.
drive will start at the 25.
It shouldn't be hard.
Wes says yeah, I love that game so fire.
I thought they was coming out with like a DLC or some shit.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Under fire. With the catch, it's Love.
Oh,
Oh, he got loose.
that boy shifty.
Throws the 40 out of bounds
Wes says, oh really? I haven't heard he'll look into it.
Yeah, I could have swore they're supposed to be coming out with
That's why
some
for the
kind of
offensive
deal.
coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
Damn.
He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Oh!
Can't get him to the ground.
Oh! Yeah, Jeremiah beats.
Bounds at the 41-yard line.
Wes says I do know something this Friday at least.
Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He spins.
Wes says that new Tony Hawk.
Makes a connection. He'll be stopped just outside the 20.
That's Tony Hawk come out this week.
Moments here in the first half.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Just on the
Wes
edge
says
of the
7-11.
First and 10 from the 21. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy.
Damn,
because
I didn't
he's
know
got
that.
6th sense to get outside the
I think
pocket, and at that
I probably
point,
have it downloaded
he's
on
thrown it and
Game
hurt you,
Pass.
or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge.
Wes says I think it's a two-game remake release.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little.
Yeah, it's
bit
3
more
and 4.
patience.
Yeah,
Bounce that
I
thing
played the
outside
demo.
A little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
There it is.
Makes the catch.
Wes says so indefinitely on that.
Yeah. I might hop back in that one. So
Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Wes says I used to play all the Tony Hawks as a kid.
He's got great speed. He'll go out of bounds at the 39.
I played probably like the first 3. After that,
a lot worse than this for starting field position.
Wes says and that Dave Mira
Here's the
BMX.
question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws to the
God damn, what are y'all doing?
Gets it inside the 40, brought
That's
down
not
to
what
the
I wanted to
39,
do.
and they can't stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Wes says they need to remake Tony Hawk Underground, though. That's what the people really want.
That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Stopped.
I don't remember Underground.
Pick up, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Good pick.
And that one is
Good pick.
up in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down.
Wes says I do know Bam Margera will be in the remake, though.
Touch pass on the run. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage. A rather anticlimactic end to the first half.
He gonna be in the remake. I don't remember when the last time. I know they had removed him and shit back in the day and shit.
Ready to start the second
I don't remember what last one he was
kick it
in.
off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Wes says, well, they wasn't going to include him, but Tony Hawk stood up for him.
Oh, that's dope.
They'll start the third quarter with
Oh,
the run.
there you go.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nowhere with us.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Wes said either you include him or you can shelf it since my name is on this.
Right. Yeah, that's dope.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get going early in this game. That was a pretty
Wes
good
says
run
because,
there.
let's be real, Bam was a major part of the Tony Hawk universe.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you, bro. Like I said, I ain't used to follow all them. I used to play them, but like all the characters and shit. Not as much.
Starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And they did not block
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays.
Wes says Bam Rodney Mullen Steve-O.
They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he
I remember Steve-O. That's Jackass and I remember them.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was
Wes says, yeah, I used to be on all that.
Single covered, double covered, man zone.
I gotta say, Jeremiah,
that's where he was
tired.
going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Spits it out to the back.
Oh, he ain't that tired though.
He stopped just short
I gotta
of the
say.
line at the 1.
Wes says, see, I remember before Jacka there was Viva La Bam.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with
Viva
all
La
the
Bam.
speed
I think
they
I do
have
remember that.
offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just.
There we go.
They take the lead with the 6.
Gotta move that rap.
Precision.
Wes says that was the original.
It was okay. I remember seeing it on the TV, guys.
It's easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan.
Never watched
all the
it,
way
bro.
to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
You stop.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game.
Damn. That's crazy.
And he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Wes says, yeah, I used to redo all those stunts at skate parks, lol. I had a wild childhood.
Oh, you used to skate?
back to throw. It's Simpson.
Come on, y'all. I'm about to say, like, come on.
Incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Wes says a little bit all my homies used to skate and BMX. The half pipe was the chill spot.
The ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we don't have a lot of areas like that where I'm
offense
from,
needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Oh my God! Like, come up! Why are you letting that through? That should have been picked. You know what? I'm not bringing my safeties
on the
in.
same wavelength, they make clutch connections all
He
the
is
time.
not.
And that's practice, man.
Not
That's
tight.
all
You can
summer.
bring
That's
it
all
below.
spring. Just so many hundreds.
Wes
and
says I
hundreds
just
and
peeped your
thousands
name,
of balls where
Dragonfly
you know
Jones
exactly
Law.
when that guy's gonna
Yeah,
break.
that's
You know
my
he's a
online
stud.
name, bro.
You're gonna feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Running it to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Good play call.
Wes says Wasson that Martin Lawrence in that show law.
Yeah, that was a show, bro.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to
Wes
him,
says I knew it
hitting him,
all.
letting him feel the physicality of this game and not letting him feel comfortable.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Most important part of a clutch drive.
Damn, y'all! Y'all just get over TD like that? Oh, that's crazy.
Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more.
They get with the TD that easy.
And it's decision time now because you score the
I appreciate
touchdown.
that,
You're
GG,
down
bro.
1 late. Do you want to just kick
What
the extra
the
point and tie it
fuck
up?
was that?
Hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open
Wes says
player
YW
and
Pro.
give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And that
That's
critical extra point
crazy
was
they gave
good,
that
and we
shit.
are locked up late. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out
Thanks
of
for the
this
Harden,
crowd.
too. He got him
And
a
he'll
joystick,
just
too?
take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Wes says they got hit stick on here or
Looking
no.
for a man. It's Carr.
Yeah, he got his stick.
He's got an open man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So
Wes
nice
says,
job
"Oh,
by
bet
the
that's
quarterback
fire."
there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work
Yeah,
themselves
that
out.
ain't going over there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
I told him to juke.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass.
What the fuck are you doing?
They'll wrestle
Why would he
down
do
just
that?
short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down.
Stay in bounds, stay in bounds.
To the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And they trusted their QB to throw the football.
Oh,
and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Finds his man. It's Love. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
I could have just went for the. Let me see. Can I call that timeout again?
4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Trying to do it on the ground. Fouls through the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds
that
remaining
ain't
to
weird
play.
as hell. I was trying to center it, like, damn. Nah, I should have just went. Damn. That's my fault.
And they'll have to settle
Weird
for
ass
a field
angle.
goal try. And this game will be decided right here with this kick.
There it is. That was a weird angle.
They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so
They got 2 seconds.
close to victory. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
There it is.
A show
What's up,
both of
Christopher?
these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth
That
quarter.
angle
At
was
the end of the
crazy.
day,
It definitely
the higher-ranked
was.
team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Damn, I threw for 100% completion.
They're battle tested. This team just
I ain't never threw that great.
to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at.
Never threw that great in the game. 100% completion.
Football playoff because they're proving week in and week out. They're a really
I gotta
good
look at the
squad.
stats on
That's
this
going
one.
to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yo, that rating is crazy. Y'all see that shit? $264.8. What's the highest QB rate you can get in a game? I was dropping 9. I gotta find. All right, let me see. What's the next best running back? Next best running back. Louisville. Let's see. Louisville. Tiers Louisville. 82. Louisville. Next best running back. Let's check Washington. 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 I keep hearing about Rice. Let's try Washington. Fuck it.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe.
Everybody wants to play with Ohio State.
As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this
they
thing
show
started.
you the leaderboard ranks and shit. I was not paying attention to that at first. That's different.
Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5.
What? They wouldn't even let me hit him.
Some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quick release by the QB. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
That's me. There you go.
First drive into
All right.
the pick.
And it's just a
He
bad
was just
decision
running
by the
back with him,
quarterback.
right.
I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll try the left side.
Yeah. Get through that.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Threw to the wrong person.
How about that play to get a hand in there and
They got
force the
switched.
incompletion?
And you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He's one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Good catch.
Complete to the right.
Needed
Now
that.
well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense
I
is
could have swore I switched to my running play.
to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for space. It's Washington. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There you go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Boston.
I literally told him to lay
That'll be
down.
enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll go to the ground. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right.
Get the fuck! Hey, man, I swear they be playing.
Don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan.
We'll see what he come out.
These windows get smaller, and you're trying to fit that ball.
We'll see what he come out.
It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him.
There it is.
And the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be
I like
aggressive. Get the ball
Washington.
down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer.
Right, I thought I had
Stay
that too.
They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
On the move from inside his 5.
Damn.
He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long.
There we
one.
go.
As it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Nick, you supposed to be right
The
there.
sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Oh, wow.
Creates a little room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under
Yup.
fire.
Nah.
Just as he
That was some
released it on
bullshit.
1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20 to the 19 before being called down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Hey, take.
Looking for room, it's Peoples. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires into the end zone.
What happened? How did he get so open?
Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Why do I keep seeing Go
And
Pirates?
it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB
talking
and
about
a
the
wide
Pirates.
receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the
I'm sorry he gave that up. I don't know what happened.
Might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good.
Oh, my God. Why you throw that so weird, bro?
Everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreak route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to
There you
power
go.
their way ahead. Crosses the 10. Oh, a lot of space. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before
Hey, yo, Christopher, I appreciate that, man. Have a blessed one, bro.
No secret sauce, no tricking.
Appreciate
people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gain. This offense is loaded with weapons.
They stop
That's
it
how it
just
should
short
fly.
of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the
All right,
24
defense.
before he goes out of
Now,
bounds.
safeties, man.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith.
Like what?
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before
The fact
the
that
break.
he broke 3? That's crazy.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Pass is in.
That could have been bad. They wouldn't even let me jump up the ball.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Oh, fuck. I could have returned that. I got caught up.
And that's how we'll close out the first half.
Oh, man. Go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to take a break. Go give me something to eat or some shit. Peace out, y'all. I'll be on a little later.